moment ago, the Pats emerge from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow. Let's go, Blue Lane. We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch it.
Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes letting one go deep for the end zone. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes forced out to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now on first down. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Grant. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And they'll halt things here for an injury. And that looks to be Sony Michel who's down. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chris Jones in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
No, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. And usually looking in, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here. And at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They're running it. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something.
They will run with Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Wait. Let's go on, 80. I got you. Check 13. 15. Hey, let's go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
7 yards there and a first down.
Wait. I'm the Wolverine.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, hey, at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. The Chiefs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16. The first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh, no.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get it.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They go back to Grant. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Penny. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmaker. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Kill, kill, kill.
Ready?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for New England. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now he'll throw with Brady. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Henning. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
50, plant.
On 2nd and 9. Henning looking middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Darren Lee picks it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll drop the throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
Yeah.
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Yo, back. Be crippled.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right, that O-line. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He hits right, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.